offer today to really focus people.
What we're really trying to show to the girls today is that there are so many great options for careers that they can have in the transportation field. If they want to become an engineer, they can certainly do that, but there are also other options for becoming a transportation planner. They could do drafting to be able to help us draft plans. So if someone has a very artistic background, they could do 3D rendering of graphics. The activity that we're doing here today is for the girls to build their own bridges that would be able to span across these bricks. And then we will load them up with the candy and test the strength of their bridge. And as much candy as their bridge can hold, that's how much candy they get to take home today. So they'll get to test out a little bit of their engineering skills today.
So the question is always, do you need to go to college to be a police officer? The answer is no, and a lot of people like that answer because college isn't for everyone, right? And it wasn't for me at the time. However, now being a woman in this career path, it's important for me to have that to level the playing field. If I'm trying to get promoted and there's a bunch of men there that are, have bachelor's degrees or master's degrees, and I don't have a degree at all, it's hard for me to say, damn, this person I deserve that promotion. So now with a career and a child, now I'm going back to school trying to get that degree, and it's harder to do now. Yeah. So I do think that kids should still do that when it's easier to do it when they're young. But yeah, I worked in Hampton in the summers for a few years, and I've been here now for 12 years. It's a pretty cool job. Does that bring up any questions?
What's the craziest thing you've ever experienced?
She's a Manchester officer.
She's going to have to stop recording for those stories. Every day is different, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to do this job. I didn't want to sit in an office and do the same thing every day. And I got what I asked for because I really do something different every day, and you never know what it's going to be.
Alright, so you're going to stay on this, you're going to walk a few steps. See, this is you like walking around the roof with solar panels and then take a running. Yep. So that catches you so you don't fall off a roof. Do it again. You don't have to. Anyone else? Say what?
This is City Year. City Year is a year of service in schools as a tutor and mentor. If you went to school in Manchester, you might already be familiar. But what you might not know is that you can actually be one of the City Year members. So you can serve the students as a tutor and mentor during the day, and then also get paid, get some money for college, make new friends on your team, build some lifetime skills. And all you have to do is just go to cityyear.org to find out how to apply for after high school or maybe after college too.
I'm Rajesh, and this program is called Zero to Maker. The primary idea is to break their fear of learning. Especially girls. If you ask them, we keep telling them, they keep hearing from 1,000 sources that only boys can do these things. Unfortunately, they start to believe it at some point, and then they make their life decisions on what to study, what to do, and etc. based on that belief. We need to break that fear very early on, especially at middle school age. And so, if you ask them, can you do any of these CAD or robotics or something? First answer is no, I won't be able to do it. And how do you show them that they can do it? How do you take them past that point of fear and make them realize that they can do all these kind of things? And that is the primary goal that we are trying to achieve. Break their fear, build the confidence, and build the ability to learn on their own.
Okay, so we're with Timberland Pro. We make safety toe footwear, and we are having the girls basically create a spec sheet in order to make a boot. So they're doing a physical version of what we would create digitally in order to manufacture a boot overseas. So we have them picking anything from like toe types, to like safety toe types, to different leathers and materials. In the end, they come up with something like this. So they're picking little swatches, stapling them on. So again, this is something that we do on the computer, but they're doing a physical version of it, so they can then take take it with them and have their custom boot spec. And they're picking hardware, rubbers.
So they're pretty familiar with like the direct attach boot that we have here for them. So they all know like kind of what it looks like and maybe have worn them before themselves, but there's like a whole process we're trying to show them of like what goes into like designing and making the boot. So I think they're really excited and are enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good for them to see like the behind the scenes because they all probably are into fashion and footwear, and this kind of breaks it down a little bit so they see how it's all made.
Right?
Yep.
So yeah, this is our second event. The turnout was great. There's been roughly around 200 kids at the end of the 2 days, and there's 22 businesses overall, so it's a lot bigger than the last one. A lot of the girls have been saying they're enjoying their time here. They're hoping for a next one. You can see they're really engaging with the other companies, and all the companies have nothing but good things to say.
I've talked to all of the businesses, been asking for feedback, and they've all said that they've loved it so far. I've talked to a ton of different students, and they all asked when they can come back. So this just shows why it's super important for us to do it again.